looking for something other than what is taking place. You're living on a cloud of expectations, a cloud of wanting, a cloud of not being content with that what is taking place. We have a mind that differentiates between the values of thinking about something other than what is taking place. The mind says it's okay to think like this because I'm thinking about saving the world. I'm thinking about giving my child a birthday present. The fact is, the present moment is not being fulfilled. You see, life just wants to be fulfilled about it experiencing itself as this all-encompassing, infinite, mysterious life. Life doesn't have to know what's taking place in this moment. It doesn't have to know if tomorrow will come or if hopes and beliefs are going to bring something more beneficial, because beneficial is superficial. It's not really taking place. But there's a deeper way of even falling into this presence when you don't even understand, don't even experience, don't even think or know that you are present. So that what remains empty and present cannot know it is empty and present. And when it does not know it is empty and present, it is fulfilling life in its most ultimate moment. We as the mind have to give ourselves value, because if the mind doesn't give itself value, it disappears. The mind has to measure itself, judge itself, analyze itself, because these are the things that keeps it alive and functioning and feeling as if it's doing its job. But mind's job is not to appear. Mind's job is just to reveal what is taking place without any information, any knowledge, any ideas, any concepts, any stories, any names, any identities. Everything that the human mind or the mind bases its existence upon is a malfunction of life revealing itself in its purest state. Now, we all know this in our core being as consciousness, but we like to play. We like the game. We like living the dream. We like being elusive. We like being thoughtful. We like the hope that future will come. We like the idea that there's a God or a heaven when this body apparently fades. Everything is assumption. Everything is guesswork. There is no us, no self, no me, no I, no you. just an appearing function of consciousness, appearing and disappearing as what we call in our mind state forms, space, thoughts, fantasies, imaginations, reality, illusion, truth, minuscule, magnitude, superior, inferior, powerful, weak, loving, hateful, fluctuating, doings of mind. You see, when we're on the boat, when we're in the little paddle boat with no oars, no sail, just a raft, what actually stops this raft and this pure water, this still ocean, what stops it from just being absolutely an idyllic journey of smooth, straightforward journeying? Well, of course, it's the bobbing. The bobbing that appears to be just giving some sensation to this pure journey. And that bobbing is mind. That bobbing appears to bob from what we call left to right, up and down, back and forth, in and out, the opposing world of mind. The opposing states that we live our whole life, that mind lives its whole life as. One day good, next day bad. The object is to discover the relationship between the boat and the ocean merging, where no bobbing takes place. The mind will bob into action and say, that's boring, that's dull, that's meaningless, that's purposeless, that's not fulfilling what we are here to fulfill, you see. That's the mind saying, I've created a world of fulfillment in ways and methods and practices and experiences and thoughts. I've experienced this bobbing to give this journey some sort of sensation. But beyond the sensation of bobbing is the essence of being. The essence of being holds no value, measurement, analysis from a bobbing mind. It is beyond mind. It is beyond the bobbing. This is truth. But this truth has to be a mystery because there's no one there, there's no mind to give it some sort of quality. Because the minute mind gives it quality, it starts bobbing. You see, we love looking at the sunrise and the sunset because there's no movement. The movement is there, but it's not able to be measured by a minuscule brain, mind, eyes, functioning sensory system. We just like the stillness. We like staring into the universe when even the stars don't sparkle. When they don't sparkle, we don't identify them as stars. We don't identify them as sparkling. We just witness the majestic mystery of that what is taking place, but is not really taking place. The minute you say it's taking place or not taking place is a bobbing, is a thought. The true life, which no one really experiences from birth to death of this body, is infinite stillness. It's not possible. We've created not just a bobbing mind, or something created a bobbing mind, We should not take ownership of this life. We should not take ownership of death or birth. It is what it is, you know. It's bobbed along. It's made itself clear. It doesn't really have to explain or share what its purpose is, why it's giving an experience of a bobbingness to itself, or a bobbingness to an apparent secondary you. It doesn't like being still. But it's not that it doesn't like being still. There's nothing to like being still or moving. A magic happens. A magic happens. A consciousness meets a consciousness of moving, essential, contented love, and shrouds this infinite, still, stable, and the two, they create opposites of movement and stillness. But in the moment they meet, they create this moment that is beyond stillness, beyond movement, beyond bobbing, beyond the boat, beyond the ocean. Something miraculously is. We can try and discover. We can use our mind. We can look through science. We can look through religion. We can look through mind. We can look through soul, spirit. We can look through enlightenment, awakening. But we can't look through ourselves. Consciousness cannot look through itself and get a clear picture. When it is whole, when it is truly whole, when it, in this moment of movement and stillness that it truly is, as one, in one moment it took a snapshot. It took a snapshot of what it mysteriously is. And of course the snapshot revealed no answer. Because any answer that comes continues with the bobbing, continues with the inquiry, continues with that consciousness foolishly but lovingly mistakenly fumbled upon. All of this is an accident. All of this was just a moment of desire. A big bang, says Stephen Hawking. A sexual act. A desire. Sin, you want to call it. Greed. Lust. And consciousness regrets it every day. But it doesn't really, because it doesn't have a mind to know what is good and what is bad. It doesn't know. And it knows that it doesn't know. And it's okay with that. So our job as this mind, as this human, as this form, is to find out how to be okay with this. And when we're okay with this, that is okay with itself. I am that. I am, says consciousness. I don't need a picture. I don't need a snapshot. but I took it by mistake. And in one moment, I have to accept life as myself, as it is. When a form, a being, a mind, discovers that placid place of life being okay as it is, consciousness is at peace. Consciousness is what we are. We're simply forgiving ourselves for taking a journey that was unnecessary, for disturbing the most profound beyond stillness and movement. Beyond this one moment, it's wordless, empty, nothing. But even to say that gives it an excuse to bob. When the bobbing stops, for good, for all. When the universe simply fades, simply transcends back within itself, consciousness goes home. And no more bobbing. No more even as it is. Just pure infinite death. And this death is consciousness realizing it was never born. It never bobbed. It never created a desire within itself. It just smiles in the mirror as the mirror diminishes. And poof, gone. Gone to the place that it never was, never will be, never is. Nothing's happening. Just a mind bobbing along, wondering, looking, searching, inquiring. For one moment of that snapshot, so that it can retire. I've seen it, I've done it. I can stop dreaming. I can stop being. I can stop. Simply stop. Call off the search. Discover the one moment. Who can discover it? A mind? A bobbing mind? What will it say? Will it say it's good? Will it say it's bad? Opposites. It's in the bobbing again. Nothing found. Keep looking. Nothing found. Keep looking. Nothing found. Keep looking. Nothing found. Keep looking. Nothing found.